Everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we got some rain, so we were rained out basically yesterday and Tuesday. So today's Wednesday. I think it's like October the 8th, and so we are trying to catch some cows today. We're gonna wean some calves off of them, and then we're gonna try to work the cows, get them a good wormer and everything. So I think that we have them caught. I'll flip the camera around. Okay, so we have this little barn lot here in this pasture we're in, and so we've been practicing feeding them here for the past couple of days, and so now we kind of did it today, and we put a bell ring down there as well, so they've been kind of trained coming back in here. And so the gate, I'm just hanging out here in the barn right now, but the gate is right here, so I was able to go out here and shut this. They got them shut in. We've got our rawhide portable corral set up here. We did this last night. So this is set up so that we can work the cows today. Gives us 2 sorting pens and in a way to get them sorted out without losing them. So I think we are successful with catching them. I don't see any stragglers like out here in the pasture coming around or anything. They were all pretty hungry given that they were out of hay last night. So good way to get them caught. And I'm gonna walk out here and help Nick out of the gate. Go on. All right, guys, so update on this generator I was working on the other day. I got the part for it. I put a new thermostat in it. Put this new thermostat in it. Then radiator's back from the radiator shop, and I got it back in there. It's all back in there, all hooked up, new thermostats in there, and yeah, got the cover back on and everything. So started it up, ran it, it's good to go. I'm just putting this little light up in here. Brad actually found me the piece that holds it in there, which is handy. But yeah, so it should be good to go. Bring her down to the, I'm gonna put some fuel in it, and then bring it down to the field until it breaks again, which probably is not very long, because this thing is not very reliable. But hopefully we can get it through harvest season. We're gonna see if it'll ride like this. So that is not how you're supposed to do that whatsoever. So don't take it from me to do that, but we're gonna see if she'll ride or not, but I guess we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Okay, what do you think we're gonna do? What do you think it's gonna do? No response. Let's just checking it out. She says it'll go, so we'll give it a shot. As you can see, there, the air compressor made it. Odie was right, so we're good. It's down there, it's running, it's ready to go. So yeah, now we're gonna clean my mess up here and throw a coat of wax on the service truck. Okay, well, we've made it to the cornfield. It's dark. Brought a semi out here. Trevor's got this one full, so I'm gonna head out in it. Brought the white peat out. Cody's running my combine, so he said he was good in there for the rest of the evening, so we'll take us a truck back and get it unloaded and come on back. Also, I think I told you guys it was Wednesday this morning. It's actually Thursday, if I said that wrong. I don't really remember, but I didn't know what day it is, so anyways, it's Thursday, October the I don't know, 9th maybe? Maybe it's the 9th? I don't know. Hey guys, Cody here. Different than usual. We are picking corn this evening. As you can see, we did steal Brad's combine. And yeah, Trevor's heading this way now. I had to go to the restroom. Just took a little break there. But yeah, it's definitely a different cab view for me today, with some
corn in the front windshield. But it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. Little change here. It's really different combining 700 something acres of beans and then coming to corn, because you're like, no way, I'm full already, and you're full, like, and then here it comes freaking flying over the side. But yeah, it's definitely a change. I mean, not that I've never combined corn, but you combine 80 bushel beans and then 270 bushel corn, there's a change. It's definitely different. So yeah, I do have a grain cart. Trevor is driving the grain cart. The big grain cart still doesn't have a tractor on it, unfortunately. But hopefully that'll be getting taken care of here. But yeah, so unload a little bit, then get on our way here.
All right, we made it back. Getting all of our paperwork done. About 15.2 on the moisture. Test weight is almost 61, so that's excellent. We're unloading there. Keeping an eye on it. We should be about done with the front hopper, and we'll move it forward to the back hopper. Colton there. You got the big moon out there. You can see that. That thing is huge. And then the lights over there that you can see now, that's the combine grain cart. Colton's over here. He's working on putting down cover crop and working it in. So getting some stuff done out here tonight. Alright, Colton said he's about out of seed, so he's gonna park this over here and ride back with me since he drove that out here. Cody and Trevor are on their way down through the field here. They will be quitting as soon as they get a truck full here, whenever they get to the end. And then I think Dad will probably bring the other truck home, and that'll be a good night. Made it back with the white Peterbilt and got that unloaded. Dad pulled in with the International and the Wilson, so we'll probably just unload that in the morning. I think he's gonna get the weight off of it or something, but it's about 10 o'clock, so I think we're gonna call it a night.
Hey guys, didn't get finished up in this field, but we got a lot of it done. Blew this thing off for bird seed, and then yeah, or not really for Brad, but for me. I'm the one that got it dirty today. I'm just waiting for the def pump to turn off now, but Brad had a lot of cow crap to do today, so he had to doctor a bunch of them, so that is why I ran corn today. Yeah, Brad, I blowed this thing off, but Brad's blower in here is like supercharged or something, like it's just a Milwaukee blower. But I burnt, oh, that one's broken. That's nice. I mean, the sucker burnt up. I have like, that was three, I think there was 3 other ones in my truck, or that I used. It used all 6 batteries to blow this thing off, and they're not just like the little ones, like they're 5.0s and 12.0s and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what, Brad has a lot of batteries in his truck, and I can see why now. I'm not gonna ever question that, because he probably needs 12 to blow this thing off to his standard. So yeah. Alright guys, back to the farm here, down in the scale house. This International got it pulled in here. And Dad put some new lights up this year as well. We got one there, and one there. I don't know if there's any on the other side, but it lit this place up more. I didn't really think we needed more lights in here, but looked pretty good. Yeah, 14.8. Let's look at the previous. Where's the previous results? We got 14, 15, 14, 15, 14, 16, but it's dry enough to go in the bin, so we are not having to dry this corn. So for those of you that don't know about drying corn, it is not your traditional dryer. It's not just what you throw your clothes in or what your mom makes you throw your clothes in. It is a pretty big. So that's the dryer. That is one overhead, and this is the other overhead back there. Pretty high up there, but so we'll fill them up. They in the other scale house behind me, bean scale house, the dryer controls are in there, so you fill them two up there. There they are, and then the dryer's got it all programmed, and then it'll run all night and unload them and fill the dryer and just run it all night. But it is when the corn's above 15 or 16, you got to do that. But if it's below about 15, we could just go straight into this bin here. So it's saving us some time on drying, and we can just run as long as we can. We don't got to worry about wet storage getting full.
All right, it's the next morning. We've got our portable corral picked up. Hazel's helping us. Colton got some hay out. Nick was feeding, so we kind of did it while we were all here. Got it folded up. It does take some manpower, especially in situations like this where we have it kind of set up in a special area, because it's not always flat ground, so we have to roll the gates up and everything. So we got her picked up, and we'll probably be back in this pasture around December or so to get the bulls out and the remaining calves. I think there was only about 6 calves that we weren't able to bring. Alrighty, well, we got out here to the field. I greased the snapping rollers, the front bearings on those, and we're getting started. Colton's already started with the cover crop and Salford over there. He's running on soybean stubble across the road. Trevor's here, grain cart, ready to go. Hazel's riding. She's trying to get the bugs that are on the outside of the window. We're gonna get started here. Cody's got about 54 acres done here in this field, so we're gonna keep going on that.
Hey guys, Cody here. We're heading down here to finish unloading. We're hauling for corn today. Looks like Rumpel is loading up beans here. Those beans are heading to town, but he's finishing up there, looks like. And we are hauling corn, like I said. Going to grab a drink up there in the house. But I got all the paperwork done. We're just working on the unloading it. So we'll get this unloaded and head back to the field.
Okay, we had a slight delay. Trevor had an SCV started leaking on the back of the 8235, the grain cart tractor. So it started blowing out of the pressure relief line. So we switched to the SCVs. We had to put a few gallons of hydraulic fluid back in the tractor. So that set us back a few minutes, but we're back going now. We just ended up switching it over to a different SCV. We got 4 SCV couplers on there. It's got 3 different functions, so auger, spout, and gate. So we were able to just swap one of those out until we can get a coupler fixed there. Colton has gotten done with the soybean stubble that's harvested right now. So he's switching over, starting on this corn stalks here. You can see him down there by the red barn. And Trevor's just sitting here waiting for me to get turned around. We made it up here to the short rows, so we're not quite as long. I can actually make a pass down, and then we can unload on the way back. Cody's got the truck up there in the corner. We've started taking trucks to this end of the field. That way Trevor doesn't have to drive so far with the grain cart. All right, and just like that, we got her finished up. 115 acres here. Trevor's putting the last little bit on that other truck. Made very good for this field. So had plenty of bushels. We're gonna get out here and get this combine blown off, and we're gonna call tonight. Colton's still over here working. All right, it's a new day. There's Colton. He's getting after it out there on the corn stalks. And I'm gonna get the combine fired up and get some fuel in it. All right, we're started over here in the field and had Colton come over here to knock down some of these corn stalks. That way trucks aren't having to drive through them. I think we can come in here with the trucks and spin them around. There's a level spot to get on the road there, so let's get one. This thing's doing a really good job. We got just about the right amount of moisture for it to work really nice. It's chewing the stalks up good, kind of working up those root balls and stuff, so it's working good. Okay, well, we finished up that 25 acres over there, and we moved over to a 60-acre field, and we're gonna start knocking it out along the back end row here. And we're gonna knock this out hopefully today. I don't know, it'll be a little bit longer tonight if we want to finish this one up. The corn's making good, so we got lots of bushels coming out. Across the road here, we got about 40 acres, 40 or 45 there. So about 100 acres left out here north of town, and then we'll be ready to head down south after that. Made a cut over here so we can get unloaded on this end row. End rows here are pretty long, so it takes quite a while to get around, and a couple binfuls. Hey guys, Cody here. We are at the combine, but not combining. It's broke. I can't even say green junk on this because it's not the combine's total fault. But concave broke in half. So you could see here, this is what a concave is supposed to look like. And yeah, I just noticed while I'm taking this video that this is cracked here on this one as well. That's not good. That is not going back in there either. Not too impressed with these concaves at all. But they go in right here, and you can see where it came down and broke the heck out of that stuff. But had this stuff to fix it. Gonna go get the two other concaves at the farm, and then I'm gonna get a new auger to put in there, that middle one, and we should be good to go. But there was so much crap in there
that landed down in these 3 little augers there, that it gave me a sensor warning that those augers weren't moving. So I didn't, and I heard a bunch of thumping and crap. So I just popped that shield off, and this concave over here is the one that actually broke. But this one fell down and out because this part mounts on the concave, and it mounts it to it, and it broke right clean off right here. So broke right at the welds. We'll see if this one's cracked. No, it's not cracked where it mounts on like that one is, but both of them are broke. So yeah, I turned it on and let all that crap get out of there that was built up on those augers that the concave let fall down through. And then I took a little video we'll put in here and kind of show, if you don't know what the inside of a combine looks like running, it's kind of a video of that. It was kind of cool to see. Well, I had this off and I had a toolbox in the seat. Don't try that at home. Not safe. I guess I'm gonna blow this thing off for the night. I don't know if I'll make it back and get everything fixed before dark, but we'll see. But that is what's going on right now.
All right, we are still rolling here. Colton is keeping up good with us in the cover crop seeder, and we're rolling along pretty good here. We got 36 acres done in this 60-acre field and making good corn. Trucks are struggling to keep up now. We did lose a driver. He went home for the night, so just Dad and Bob hauling for us now. We do have the spare truck sitting there, so we just filled it. But they should be back in time for the next grain cart load. So I don't really run the cover crop seeder much. Colton kind of takes care of that. So I'll take a minute and explain what we're doing there on the cover crop side. So he's coming through here with the Salford on these corn stalks and running through. And he's got a cover crop seeder mounted on there. And so what we're doing with that is we're putting down about 20 to 30 pounds of barley seed onto these corn stalks and working it in. We like the barley. It's a good cover crop. It has good deep roots, but it doesn't have a lot of plant mass above the ground. So it's breaking up our compaction for us over the winter and mainly in the early spring, and giving pathways for water after the cover crop is terminated in the spring. It also prevents erosion, so as early as we are here, we're around the 10th of October right now, 11th I think. So this cover crop is going to get some good fall growth on it yet, and so it'll end up covering this ground. That's another reason we like the barley, is it seems to tiller out and spread out across the ground pretty well. So it'll cover our soil and hold it there from rain washing it away, and keeps our nutrients and all of our soil there. So those are the main reasons why we do it. It also does seem to help with weed pressure. Over the summertime, when we get that blanket of that residue from the cover crop on there, it seems to kind of act as a shade or a canopy and keep down on the weed pressure in the summertime. And it also does help with our winter annuals, keeping those down, as long as we can get ahead of it here in the fall with the cover crop. So that's what he's doing there. We try to prioritize it because we do see a lot of benefit from the cover crop, and especially from the fall tillage of knocking down the corn stalks. So normally we will not run the Salford over all of our corn stalks. We do have another tool, a McFarland Insight, and it's a little bit more of an aggressive vertical tillage tool. But on some of this ground, like what we're on now, we have a lot of rocks, and so the Salford can handle those rocks a lot better since it has independent disc gangs. There's 73 independent disc gangs on that Salford. They're on 5.5-inch spacing, and he's also got a rolling basket on the back of there. So it can handle the rocks because each disc has a pull spring on it. So if it it hits a rock, one disc bounces over it, moves on. With our McFarlane tool, it's more of a traditional disc style, so it has a large disc gang. So if you were to get into some large like limestone ledges, like what we can find in some of these fields, you hit that and you do risk breaking the entire gang. So we like to run the Salford on these fields like this. It also isn't quite as aggressive, so we don't turn up as much dirt on some of these hills. So once we get down south to some of our smoother running ground, where we got not quite as many rocks, we will run the McFarlane because it will do a little bit heavier tillage on these corn stalks. But we're going with the Salford on mainly all of our soybean stubble. It's more than aggressive enough for what we want it to do. We're running barley on bean stubble as well for our cover crop. So pretty simple system, but it works pretty good, and we've just been getting better at it over the years. We've had a few different machines over the years trying this. We've just been getting better at it over the years. We used to have a rolling basket actually with a cover crop seeder on it, and we pulled that behind our airway, and that worked pretty good. The airway just kind of isn't a great tool for running over a ton of acres, and so that's when we ended up going there with the Salford and the Valmar seeder that we kind of custom mounted on there. So we've been getting better at it over the years, and we've kind of streamlined it to where it's a little bit easier for us.
Alright guys, we caught a ride here with Krista. She is grain carting tonight. We're unloading. Or well, she is. I'm running a truck, so I jumped in here with her.
Hey,
She's got so much junk in the seat here. Can't even sit in the buddy seat. One leg is
my sweatshirt and
under her in the seat. I mean, that's impressive in itself. I can't even get comfortable stretching my legs out in here, but yeah. How's it going?
It's going good.
Almost done.
Yeah.
With this field at least. But yeah, I'm running a truck. We're visiting her for a second, then she'll be gone, and I'll leave as well.
Alright, sunset on us, and we're rolling in the dark. It's about 8 o'clock right now. We are on track to get this finished. We're sitting at 46 acres right now, so we're on track to get her done. We did have a variety switch right down here. Went to from we're running 6414 Becks right now, and then I've got some 6585 Becks down here on the other side. So I did break into a little bit of that. I wanted to make sure it was dry before I ran all of this, but it's actually a little bit drier than the 6414 is, so we're good there. Keep rolling with it. This corn's running right around 15 to 15.5%, so we don't have to worry about drying it. We can just put it right into the bin, and we can keep rolling that away. So we don't have to wait on the dryer. We're just putting it into the big bin, and runs through the combine very quick. Cleans it up very nice. I just looked here a minute ago, and it looks like we were running 3,500 bushel per hour out of this S780 combine with the 12-row head. So we are pushing it through. I'm running about 4.5 mile an hour. I don't want to run any more than that because so we've got a few different speeds that we can run our corn head on. So there's gears 1, 2, 3, and you don't really go any higher than that. But we're running second gear right now, which is typically what I run. But if we get into some wet corn, I can bump it up to gear 3, and it will bump the speed of the header up, and it allows it to pull the stalks down through faster, which allows me to drive faster. But with as dry as this corn is, I don't want to run the header any quicker than I have to, because the quicker we pull those ears down and the quicker it hits the deck plates on the header, the more butt shelling that we're going to get on the cob. And so basically what that is it hits down so hard that the kernels on the bottom of the ear end up falling off and flying around everywhere because they're dry and they're brittle and they can fall off. So we want to minimize that as much as possible. And so basically the header speed is the only option I have of fixing that. And so I keep it as low as I can here. I think I think that's 550 RPM, and then I think it goes up to like 610 or 620 whenever we bump it up to the third gear. So but it's pulling in fine. What we'll notice if we get going too fast in second gear is we'll start pushing the stalks forward before they get pulled down. I am noticing that just a touch here, but usually 4.5 mile an hour is my cutoff for second gear and third gear. So that's where we're running at, and it's cleaning through the machine really good. We've got a really nice grain tank sample that you can't see, so I don't have the light on, but going good here this evening. So the plan is, if we finish this 60, we've got the 40 across the road. So if we can finish that tomorrow, if we finish this tonight and then we finish that tomorrow, then that would put us done out here north of town on corn. Cody's still got a few soybeans to run. He's gotten started doing that today, but I think he was having a little bit of combine problems with his concave, so I'm not sure what that's going to end up being, but yeah, I think that's going to set him back a little bit. So, but hopefully he'll get back running again tomorrow, and then he should actually be able to get done out here tomorrow as well. So he doesn't have very many acres after what he's ran today. He may be down to probably 50 acres, I would imagine. So we'll be done out here, and we can start moving south onto some of that ground. Okay, we're on the last pass. We're gonna do unload, and we'll be down at the end here pretty soon. We'll call it a night.
Alright guys, so we're done now. The lighting is not really good, but Brad's blowing off his combine. I parked my grain cart, rolled the tarp over, and then I rolled the tarp over on the blue Peterbilt. Brad's gonna take that back over to the farm so he can get his truck. And then we're just gonna leave this here for tonight, and then we'll get it tomorrow, and we'll probably work on that field tomorrow, so. Yep. And then Colton's back there running the Stafford. Putting some seed in, so. Yep.
You probably cannot see it all, but got the combine parked over there. Colton's just waiting for me to move this semi, and then we'll be, he's gonna finish up this last pass.
We got Odie here, driving the 8235. Hey Odie! Hey
We're back here in the field on Sunday. I think Krista got some video for you. But we're about halfway through this field now. We're just on we were over there on the other side of the road yesterday, and we don't have quite as much help today. Just Dad running trucks for us. Chris is in the grain cart there, but keeping up fairly decent. Worked pretty good while we were doing the inrows and stuff. Took a little bit longer, but we're probably going to catch up a little bit faster right now. Cody is over that way running soybeans. He got his combine going. He had that concave, ended up breaking on us last night, so he got a different one put in there, and he's running again. So I think he's getting pretty close to finishing up on that field. And then he's just got about 30 acres over that way that he'll have to run yet, but then we'll be all done out this way.
All right, so I am full. The sunset is very pretty. And Bradley is full. And he just took the blue cat back to the farm because Dad has been hauling the semis by himself today. So we waited the last couple times, but we've had this one sitting here full. So Brad's taking that one back to the farm, and then he's going to empty that, bring it back, so we have another one. And then Dad will be coming back with an empty one, so we'll have 2. And then I think we'll need 1 more after that, which Dad can bring back with the other thing. But I'm out of breath because I was running to take a picture with the tractors in the sunset. So yep, finish this field, and then we'll finish this field like I said. So yep.
All right, well, we finally got that one finished up. The yield was doing really good, so we couldn't keep up with the trucks. So I ended up running 1 truck back, unloading it, going back, and then we had enough to get done. It's about 10 o'clock now, finishing up. So good productive end to the week here, and it's looking like next week's weather is looking about as good as it can get. So we're gonna be running hard. Not exactly sure if I'm gonna run any soybeans or not. We're just gonna kind of look around and see what it is. But anyways, we'll see you next week. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment, and we'll see you later.